Not yet, but Keisha Lewis is here, and she is going to be our next speaker. She is one of the folks that has worked with Tamara over the years, and so come on up to Keisha, and let's welcome Keisha Lewis to the microphone.
And I am a real estate agent with Viper Realtors, and I am a community resource specialist for United Way of Buncombe County. And I was trying to think of how I can tell my story, because I feel like a cat, like I have like 9 lives. And so I will just mention that I have only taken, which is kind of weird, all my classes have been with Tamara. Like every single one of them. I've taken like every class that she possibly can, to the point where when I come in the door, she's like, hey girl. But basically, what made me want to start coming to On Track is because I've been somebody who's always had like a pretty good career, always had good money, never really saved because I never really worried about where my next paycheck was coming. And about 4 years ago, I got really, really sick, and I was right in the middle of the probation period of my job, and I lost my job because within 30 days I was in the hospital, in and out of the hospital for about 2.5 weeks. And I thought, oh, I'll just bounce back, I'll get another job. But I was still sick and couldn't get another job, and completely ended up losing everything, and ended up living in a homeless shelter. And at first I felt so like worthless, and how did I get here? And I felt sorry for myself. That lasted all of about maybe like 2 weeks, and I decided that, okay, if I'm gonna be here, what am I gonna try to achieve while I'm here? What am I gonna do to try to prevent this from happening again? And so I worked, I got back on my feet, and I felt like, oh, I have all this money, I'm saving all this money, but I had no plan for these savings at all. Like I was just paying bills and putting money in a savings account, but I had no plan for those at all. Going to Tamara's classes, I literally gone to all of the classes. So I've pretty much gone to all of the classes, sat with the homeowner counselor, the credit counselor, you name it, I sat with everybody. They all know me. But I decided that I wanted to budget, have a plan for my money, because years ago I said, I'm retiring at 55, I'm 40 now, so I still have about 15 years to make it happen, but I didn't have a plan, I just said it. So going to the classes helped me to actually put a plan in place. I saved a substantial amount of money, and I was just telling my friend Ashley, who works with me at Record as well, my triumph story, which is like a big deal for me, is that probably for the last 2.5 years, I've never been late on anything. Always paying way ahead of time. I pretty much have most of my stuff just being automatically drawn out, so I don't even have to worry about it. But I have a plan for everything. I learned to open up multiple savings accounts, so I have my vacation fund because I travel a lot. Yes. I just came back from Jamaica, so I'm going to Dubai next year. I'm going to St. Lucia, so I have money saved for that. I have an emergency account just in case something happens with my vehicle. I have an account for like 6 months of all of my bills. I have a 401k. I have all these different things, but those are things I never thought about before because I didn't have a plan for my money. Being with On Track has made me sit down and plan every dollar. I still get to enjoy life because I know where my money is going. It's just not out there in the universe spending it on whatever. I joined the Women's Empowerment Group, and I met this beautiful lady here. So I met and formed a lot of great connections with people. And then everything that I learned, I try to share with other people, and then I encourage people on a regular basis to go up On Track, because it doesn't matter how much you think you know about money, there's always something more that you can learn, and they give you so many tools and resources that you use in everyday life. And that it's so easy for you to understand that you can pass it on. Like my son is 20 years old, and he has a better credit score than I do. But because I learned about putting him on my credit cards as an authorized user, saving money, getting a credit card with a small limit and making payments on it. So he now has a goal of being a homeowner in the next 2 years. So I'm passing those things on to him because at the end of the day, my biggest goal is generational wealth. I'm even thinking about my grandkids, my great grandkids, and not just